with us. We are concluding 2 weeks of study of the 10 Commandments. Today we will end with Commandment number 10, coming to us from Exodus chapter 20, and it is verse 17. I know you probably know this, but I'm going to read it to you anyhow. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his manservant, or his maidservant, or his ox, or his ass, or anything that is your neighbor's. You shall not covet. And what is covet, and what's the sin in it? Like, if someone has a nice car, can I want to have a nice car? What's the problem with that? And I think the idea is to keep us separate from jealousy and envy. And I don't know that they are the same thing. I don't think they're the same thing. I will say and define it like this. Jealousy is it's wanting what another person has. Like if my friend Jimmy has a really nice Tesla Model X, I want to have the Model X as well. Envy let's finish jealousy. Jealousy might even go like this. My name is Sally, and my dear friend, Sue has a beautiful marriage, and mine isn't quite like that. I want to have that kind of a marriage. It's jealousy is wanting, desiring something that others have, whether it's relationships or good careers or material things or standing in life or, reputation, all of those things. Envy, I choose to define even worse, and that is to say that I want something that another has so bad that I'm willing to do something to sabotage that, right? So in other words, to use our silly example of Sue and Sarah, or Sue and Sally, if that marriage is so good and mine is so terrible, and I want that so bad that I'm willing to cause stress and try to, work my way in between, or to have an affair with the husband to make their marriage crumble, or whatever, something terrible like that. If Jimmy has this Tesla Model X and I want to have it so bad, but I can't, I'm going to, do something to have him crash. I know these are crazy examples, but you get the idea. Envy is something that we're willing to take action to prevent the other person from having it. And so this type of mentality, God is putting his foot down against this. Like, look, I ain't got no part of this. I don't want any part of it. Don't be covetous. Don't desire what the other has, even or especially with the understanding that I could try to do something envious to take it away from them, to somehow sabotage their blessings. Don't you be covetous. Now, as we think about being covetous, as we think about being covetous, let's ask the hard question. I mean, forget the envy part where we want to destroy and sabotage other people. But why? What's the big deal if somebody has something and shouldn't I want that too? Like, I think about it often. I mean, I have a beautiful marriage. Thanks be to God. My bride is the best in the world. But if I see somebody who has an even better, healthier marriage than us, can I aspire to that? Is that coveting that? Is it a wrong thing to want something that someone else has in that sense? So there's your line. There's the nuance that we have to draw. I can't want his wife. So if someone else has a better marriage than I can't want his wife to replace mine with her so that I can too have that same marriage, right? If I can want a Tesla X, but I can't want his to take away from him his Tesla. Do you understand that? If someone is famous and successful in their field or their business, the one that you may be in, you're a competitor who you may know and like, I cannot want to sabotage him so I can take his reputation. I have to build my own. Do you understand? That's the key, I think, as we explore this commandment, is that you build your own. And it starts with something I like to call a gratitude attitude. The reason that coveting or being covetous is so dangerous, it leads to envy, which we saw already was terrible. But the second part of it is that it blinds me to the blessings that I've already got. It blinds me to what God has already given me. Do you understand? Like, I have the best marriage on the planet. What do I want to have Sally and Jim's? Like, let them have a beautiful marriage. It's not, why am I looking at theirs? Mine, pretty darn good. Nobody's perfect, especially me, but I'm blessed beyond measure with that woman, right? And I try to do my part as much as I can to bless her back. Why do I need to worry about selling gym? Can't I just look at them and say, good for them? What? I mean, like, I don't have a Tesla Model X, whatever. That's expensive. I have the Tesla Model 3. It's the little itty bitty one. What's the big deal? It still drives me everywhere I go, and it's pretty cool, and it plugs in. It's amazing. Like, why do I have to look towards the S or the X? I want more. Can't I just be thankful that God blessed me the ability to have the little one? Like, that's the idea, is having a gratitude attitude. And this is a big thing, because right now everybody looks at everything negatively, right? Like, the default answer to everything is, how can I find something negative to come from it? How can I find that what they have, I want? The world, and I'm talking like blanket across the globe right now, is the majority of us are consumed with jealousy, envy, craving, desire, and overlooking covetousness and overlooking the blessings that we've been given. So it's time for us, warrior saints, to have a gratitude attitude. And look, gratitude is not something you feel. It's a decision you make, right? I decide to be grateful or not, right? That is a decision that you have the power to decide to do, to be, to think, to feel, right? Like, gratitude it's a decision. I woke up this morning and I'm carrying a lot of pressure. A lot of things are happening right now in my life. Good things and bad things. We've had, God have mercy, a multitude of deaths in the parish. There's a lot of pressure getting this book out. We're preparing for our annual parish meeting this coming Sunday. I've got personal business things going on, just a lot of stuff, and then you couple that with the pandemic and masks and sick and all the pressures of, like, can I go out in public? Am I going to get it? And all the pressures. And I was like, whoo. And I said to myself, I made the decision. I said, look, today you're going to be thankful because you have a beautiful home. You have a library that you can film in. You have beautiful people that you can communicate with. You have Greg, a beautiful partner to work with. Forget about, like, the beauty of my family, my bride, my beautiful girls. I have a Tesla that I can drive around in. Thank God. I'm going tonight. I get to go to an engagement party to pray and bless a young couple that will soon be married. I mean, like, whoa. I'm not looking and interested in what that guy has or what that gal has to go get it. I decided, be grateful for the blessings that you have, right? And I said it. I just said it. Thank you. That's it. Sometimes having a gratitude attitude is the decision we make and the choice that we make to actually just, I don't want to sound silly, guys, but to look up to the heavens and say, thank you, God, right? Is there someone who has more than me? For sure. And there's certainly someone who has less than me, for sure. And so at some point it's just like, you know what? I'm blessed. Thank you. And I think that gratitude attitude, as we said, is a decision, but I think it's a product of us looking around to see what we've got. And so I would encourage you. This is the moment of encouragement, is look away from negativity, put it behind you, and start looking at things positively. There are a ton of things that you may be struggling with in your life, and not the least of which is the fear that comes from this pandemic and all that goes with it. And you can choose to look at all of those fears, whether it's pandemic or into relationships or your careers or whatever it may be. You can look at them negatively, right? It's easy to do that. It's very easy to do that and to fall right into it. Or you can make the conscious decision. Make the decision to have a gratitude attitude and do not let those negative things suck you down into the mire of negativity, but be the light to the world that God has asked us to be. We have it's a whole teaching on the gratitude attitude, much better than I did today at warriorsaints.org. So we've been talking about it a lot. I want to share it with you again. The way of the warrior saint is this library that we're building, constantly adding to and building, that is full of teachings and instructions on how to live a gratitude attitude, but ultimately how to be a warrior saint, how to live a crucifixional life so that we can find that greatness that we're looking for, because we all want it. We're all starving for it. We're looking for, to level up. That's the word we've been using these last couple of weeks. It's just to get better. And the way of the warrior saint is an online video library filled with, I use the word gazillion because there's a bunch. I don't know how many, I don't even know how many there are, but a gazillion teachings about things like a gratitude attitude, or how to manage our time better, how to be good men, how to be good women, good fathers, good mothers, husbands, wives. Teachings about, I said time management, didn't I? Right. So, the idea I'm trying to impart is that there are there are a multitude of lessons that deal with things that you and I deal with in life. And the stresses and the fears and the pressures that we have in life. How do we overcome them? We overcome them by living a crucifixional life. So I'm asking you, inviting you to join us on this journey as we try to conquer all of the things that we face in our lives, the monsters that we have to do battle with, and to level up and become warrior saints, followers of Christ, the way he asked us to do it, doing things the way he did it. So it's very simple. You just have to visit warriorsaints.org. It's popping on your screen. You can see the address right there. All you need to do is subscribe. It's very easy. Click the I think it's a green button on the page when you get there, and just subscribe and get rolling. Get to the place where you become the you that you're supposed to be. You can do it. God's going to show us how, and we're here to help guide you. That's all it is. It's really simple. It's really fun. Every single day it grows. It's there. We invite you to take advantage of it. Lastly, as always, click the bells, hit the likes, the subscribes, the shares. We love all of that stuff. We appreciate it. We are going to give you this last word that the first book, The Way of the Warrior Saint, aptly named, has left layout and design and is now going to be printed. I'm like, holy cow, I wrote a book and somebody's actually printing it. I can't believe it. It's kind of exciting. So it is coming. I don't even know, but my gut says in the next couple of weeks it may be able to be ordered. So I'm thankful for that. We'll get you the data for it, where to with the Amazon links and where to get it on the website and all that kind of stuff once we get closer. But just keep praying for us. But hopefully, my hopes are before the end of February, it'll be in your hands and you can read it, share it, gift it, whatever it may be. So we appreciate you and all your prayers for that. Stream we will be back with Orthros and Divine Liturgy at 9 and 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, respectively. And then we will resume our live stream, our crucifixional live stream on Monday morning. Hope you guys have a great, safe, healthy weekend. God bless you. And until we see you soon, keep walking on the way of the warrior saint.